So who's excited to talk about heart health? Yeah, it's everybody's favorite subject, right? Not really. And if I go and I put things like this up on the screen and I talk about the triangle of wellness, about moving more and eating better and stressing less, yeah, people are really excited about that. And in fact, I know that there's somebody out there right now thinking to themselves, right. What is that skinny chick going to tell me about my life? And perhaps you didn't use the word chick. That's okay. I want to remind you that this was me, 80 pounds heavier than I am today. Now you might say to yourself, oh, but Eliz, you were pregnant. Yes, I was pregnant. I was 7 months pregnant. Can you imagine how big I would have been if I wouldn't have gone the whole 9 months? But Eliz, you were pregnant with twins. True. They were 3 pounds, 15 ounces, 4 pounds, 11. Yes, I know. 4 pounds, 11. No matter how you add that up, it doesn't add up to 80 pounds, does it? No matter how big those placentas were, that's still not working out to 80 pounds. So I was, I was carrying around a little bit. And you know that thing they tell pregnant women? Oh, don't worry, honey. As soon as you have that baby, those pounds are just going to fall right off. That is a lie. It's just a lie. This is me 6 months after the girls were born. Now, 30 of those pounds had fallen right off. But 50 of them had taken up residence in my backside and decided to make themselves at home. And by this point, I had graduated cardiac rehab. Now, I don't think it's likely, but do we have any other cardiac rehab graduates in the group? Sometimes we do. Now, cardiac rehab is a good thing. When you have something go wrong with your heart, it is a little scary to think about exercising. So they bring you in, they put the monitors on, put you on the treadmill, they put you on the bike, and they do that whole thing. And you learn it's okay, you can exercise and you're not going to die. So that's good. And then they let you graduate and they say, go home and do that yourself. Go home and do 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise every day because that's what's going to be required for your recovery. Now you would think, having a heart attack at age 35, I would have turned into the biggest workout queen in the world. But I didn't. I didn't want to do it. I had infant twins. I was tired. I mean, tired. And in my previous life, before the children, I was a dance teacher and a choreographer, and I was active on my feet all the time. I didn't have to make any special time to be active. And then I was supposed to go and do 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise. And did I mention I was tired? I mean, tired, because I had the kids in the house and everything. And let me describe what it's like to take infant twins to the grocery store. All right, so you got to get them bundled up first, and you get one kid into the car seat, and you get the other girl into the car seat, and you carry one out to the car and come back and get the other one, because I wasn't allowed to carry them both at the same time. So I would go out and get the other one, and never, in the entire time, was I ever smart enough to bring my purse on either of the first 2 trips. So I'd have to go back, get my purse, lock the door, go back out to the car and drive to the grocery store. Get out the big, giant double stroller, open that up, get one baby out of the car and put her in, get the other baby out of the car and get her in, and go into the grocery store and grab the cart. And around the grocery store I would go, gathering all the things that I would need. And you know, when you have infants, you have this finite amount of time that's going to be good. Before that is not going to be okay for you to be out in public anymore. So I learned to do this very quickly. And I also learned not to do it on Tuesday morning, because that's when the bus from the retirement village would come. And all the grandparents would want to say hello to the babies, which is lovely, but I could not get it done in my little time period. So I'm racing around the grocery store, getting all the things that I need, get it onto the little conveyor belt, pay it, get all back into the cart, go out to the parking lot, get one baby in the car, get the other baby in there, fold up that stroller, put it back in the car, get all the groceries into the car, get into the car and drive home. Get one baby out of the car and into the house and out of the car seat and into the playpen. Get the other baby out of the car, into the house, out of the car seat, into the playpen, into the separate playpen. And then I would start to fantasize about how the groceries were going to get from the car into the kitchen. Because it was a detached garage. And did I mention? I was tired. And that, you know those old movies where the guys walk in and the road just keeps getting longer and longer and longer? That's kind of what it felt like on that sidewalk between my garage and my back door. And I admit one time I'd used the wheelbarrow because I just could not make that many trips back and forth. And at the end of the day, I was supposed to get on the bike in the family room and do 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise. And I just didn't have it in me anymore. And then I started to think, well, now, wait a minute. I'm tired for a good reason. That was a lot. Shouldn't that count? Before I do the last thing, I'd like to share with you that just in case you have the idea that I have this all figured out, and I do it perfectly every day, I'd like you to dispel that idea. There are times that I take a little step off the path. But there's something that I say to myself every day, sometimes several times a day, depending on the day. And life is not about perfection. It's about moving in the right direction. Because I know as long as I'm moving in the right direction on my path, I'm going to be okay. And those little side steps off to the side, it's all right. I know I'll get back on there. So I hope you found something today that you can take home and do in your own life. And I want to send you out feeling really good. So I'm going to ask you to stand up with me one more time. And we're going to reach up as high as you can. And come on down. Now, without bonking your neighbor, you're going to reach one hand forward and one hand back. And stretch. After sitting a long time, it feels good to stretch. And let's go the other way. All right, and we're going to come, you're going to squeeze your hands as tight as they can go. You're going to squeeze your arms as tight as they can go. You're going to squeeze your shoulders and your neck and your face and your booty cheeks. Ooh, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And you're going to take a deep breath and let it all out. And that feels good. We're going to do that one more time. Squeeze your hands, squeeze your arms, squeeze your neck, squeeze everything you've got, including your booty cheeks. It's actually important. Take a deep breath. And let it all go. Put your hands up and say, woohoo! Have a great day.